Hi, Josh Barker with RE/MAX Town & Country Real Estate. Thank you for checking out our market update for the month of December 2019. Let's go ahead and dive right into the sales report for the Shasta County Multiple Listing Service. Now, this will be for the month of November 2019. You can see that the way that this report's broken down is it breaks it down by price range, and then it compares last year to this year. And if you go down to the bottom, and I'll circle this for you in red, there was 233 properties that closed escrow here in the county last month in the month of November. If you go back 1 year ago, there was 263, so sales are down by just over 10% year over year. Now, we're not too surprised to see this. Last year, we still had a lot of fire-related purchases taking place here in the market, and obviously this year we don't have very many at all, so our sales were expected to start showing lower compared to last year, and that's going to be kind of the trend that we're going to see probably for the next month or two until we get past that report, and it'll start to look more normal after that. So that's what's happening on the sold report. The next report to look at is our active listings report. Last month there was 1,039 homes for sale here in the local market, and that was down from 1,083 a year ago. The second category with active listings is how many came up in the previous month. And so last month in November, there was 267 homes that came up for sale. And that's also down from 315 a year ago. And we expect to see that continue to be the trend between now and the end of January. We're going to see our inventories continue to get compressed and go down. And then in early spring, we're expecting to see an increase in actual new homes coming to the market. And when I say new homes, I mean new construction. You know, it's been probably 10 years where we've had just a handful of small developers, local developers that were building some homes in a couple subdivisions here in town, and they've been around a long time and done a fantastic job. Recently, though, we've seen a lot of developments come up that are all going to be coming online right around spring. So you're going to have developments on the east side, the west side, the north side, and the south side of Shasta County, all coming online around the same time in early spring and midsummer of this next year. So it's going to be exciting to see that new inventory that we haven't really seen at that volume and number for a number of years. And it'll be great to watch and see how that takes place. But one thing to keep in mind for the builders, obviously, is that because they're coming online around the same time with similar products at similar pricing, it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the volume of homes being sold. So if we build homes and we get a lot of population growth from out of the area purchasing some of those homes, that's fantastic. That's what we're really hoping for. That new inventory could certainly help lend to that, and that's what the goal would be for us on the real estate side. That's what we'd like to see. The next thing to look at is just interest rates. Interest rates currently are averaging around 4%. It's still historically low in comparison to a lot of other years in the past. The thing that we are seeing, though, over the last couple of months is that the 100% financing type of buyer is becoming more and more common in the market. On the surface, that sounds like a really good thing, and it is always good to help buyers get into homes. The concern that we have to watch out for is to hope that lenders are still going to be diligent, making sure that people are fully qualified and that when they safely acquire a mortgage, they have the ability to repay and don't put themselves in a position where that'd be hard for them to repay the mortgage over time. So it's something that we're watching. Hopefully the lenders continue to do the right thing, make sure that everybody's safely getting into these loan programs. The last thing to look at is just going to be the actual projections for the market. You know, California last year, early 2019, in the Bay Area and Southern California, were experiencing some softening to their selling prices. And that's still the case today. It seems that affordability has outpaced, or I should say the cost of homes has outpaced affordability in some of those markets. And so we're starting to see those prices not only soften, but they've kind of plateaued out down at anywhere between a 5 and a 10% below where they were a year and a half ago. Now, if that continues to be the trend, that might be a good sign for a county like Shasta County. The state of California is averaging about $550,000 for the median sales price for a home. In Shasta County, it's roughly $275,000. So the cost of owning a home in Shasta County is half as much of the average of the rest of the state. And when you take on top of that the fact that we don't have a lot of traffic and we have a beautiful community to live in, some of these folks in the Bay Area and Southern California might just say, you know what, that's enough. And they might make that decision to move to Northern California. So we're hopeful to see some population growth here in this next year. We'll all be out there watching to see what takes place. But in any case, I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.